Jeremiah chapter 25. This is the message that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of the reign of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, the king of Judah. This was also the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. Jeremiah the prophet delivered this message to all the people of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. He said, From the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Amon, the king of Judah, until this very day, which marks the 23rd year, the word of the Lord has come to me, and I have spoken to you, rising early and speaking. Yet you have not listened. The Lord has sent all his servants, the prophets, to you, rising early and sending them, but still, you have not listened or inclined your ear to hear. They pleaded with you, saying, Turn each one from your evil way and the evil of your deeds, and dwell in the land that the Lord has given to you and your fathers forever and ever. Do not go after other gods to serve them and worship them, nor provoke me to anger with the works of your hands. Then I will do you no harm. But you have not listened to me, says the Lord. So you have provoked me to anger with the works of your hands to your own harm. Therefore, this is what the Lord of hosts says, because you have not listened to my words. I will send and take all the families of the north, declares the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and I will bring them against this land, its inhabitants, and all the surrounding nations. I will utterly destroy them, making them an astonishment, a hissing, and perpetual desolations. I will also take away the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones, and the light of the candle. This whole land will become a desolation and an astonishment. These nations will serve the king of Babylon for 70 years. And it shall come to pass when 70 years are completed, I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, declares the Lord, for their iniquity, and the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it perpetual desolations. I will bring upon that land all my words, which I have pronounced against it, as written in this book that Jeremiah has prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings shall make them serve, and I will repay them according to their deeds and the works of their own hands. For thus says the Lord God of Israel to me, Take this cup of wine of wrath from my hand and cause all the nations, to whom I send you, to drink it. They shall drink and stagger and go mad because of the sword that I will send among them. So I took the cup from the Lord's hand and made all the nations drink, to whom the Lord had sent me. To Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, its kings and princes, to make them a desolation, an astonishment, a hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. To Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, his servants, and his princes, and all his people. To all the mixed multitude, to all the kings of the land of Uz, all the kings of the land of the Philistines, including Ashkelon, Gaza, Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod. To Edom, Moab, and the children of Ammon. To all the kings of Tyre, all the kings of Sidon, and the kings of the coastlands across the sea. To Dedan, Tema, Buz, and all who are in the farthest corners. To all the kings of Arabia and all the kings of the mixed multitude who dwell in the desert. To all the kings of Zimri, all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes. To all the kings of the north, whether near or far, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are on the face of the earth. The king of Sheshach shall also drink after them. You shall say to them, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Drink, be drunk, vomit, and fall, and rise no more because of the sword that I will send among you. And if they refuse to take the cup from your hand and drink, you shall say to them, Thus says the Lord of hosts, You must drink. For behold, I begin to bring calamity on the city that is called by my name, and should you be utterly unpunished? You shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword on all the inhabitants of the earth, says the Lord of hosts. Therefore prophesy against them all these words, and say to them, The Lord will roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He will mightily roar against his fold. He will give a shout, like those who tread the grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise will come to the ends of the earth, for the Lord has a controversy with the nations. He will plead his case with all flesh. He will give the wicked to the sword, says the Lord. Thus says the Lord of hosts, Behold, disaster shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the farthest parts of the earth. At that day, the slain of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, either gathered, nor buried, they shall be as refuse on the ground. Howl, you shepherds, and cry, wail, you leaders of the flock. For the days of your slaughter and your dispersions are fulfilled, you will fall like a precious vessel. The shepherds will have no way to flee, nor the leaders of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds, and a wailing of the leaders of the flock, will be heard, for the Lord has plundered their pasture. The peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of the Lord. He has forsaken his lair like a lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor, and because of his fierce anger.